What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight in Las Vegas, I am staying here. But not here. I'm staying at NoMad at Park MGM Las Vegas. Is NoMad going away? Are they going to change the name? Is it worth your time in 2025? Well, that's what I hope to find out in this video. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? My name is Jordan and I am an idiot. Alright, let me explain. I'm all checked into a grand suite here at NoMad Hotel at Park MGM Las Vegas, and I, for some stupid reason, booked this room for the last night of my trip. But not just the last night of my trip, I have to leave this hotel and go to the airport at 5 a.m. Not only that, but I checked in on my phone earlier today and the room was ready by 11:30 a.m. And yet, because I was filming other videos, I didn't make it down here to Park MGM until 4 p.m.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Not only that, but I'm MGM Gold, so I could have had complimentary late checkout in this room and had it till 1 p.m. for no additional charge, which means I could have had this room for 26 hours for the price of one night on a Sunday night, and instead, I'm only going to get to enjoy it for 13 hours.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Why am I so upset about that? This room is absolutely awesome. It's the grand suite, like I mentioned, and a grand suite deserves a grand tour. So I can't talk up the room this much and not lead this video off with the room tour. You step into this room, into your own foyer, and immediately you're impressed by the details. Details like real hardwood flooring, not vinyl plank, real hardwood. And by the way, all NoMad rooms have hardwood floors. But the other details are even impressive. The woodwork on the back of the door. Even the Do Not Disturb sign is impressive. The light switches are also impressive. And oh yeah, your light switches even have artwork above them. Right over here is the bathroom. We'll get back to that later, but over here is your closet. It's not 2 doors, it's 4 doors. You step out of the foyer into your dining area. This is impressive as well. You have a 4-person dining table. You have a mini bar over here with an espresso machine, and oh, by the way, there are 20, count them, 20 Nespresso pods on a rack over here. I've already consumed 3. I'm only in this room by myself for one night, and I'm going to set the over-under at Nespresso pods 6.5. Comment below. Let's play a game. How many do you think I'm going to consume? I'll tell you at the end, and you'll see if you're right. No fridge for your own personal use, but you do have the expensive minibar items if you want. The snacks are on the counter, not complimentary, of course. The barware is super impressive. Stemless wine glasses, crystal rocks glasses, and beautiful stemware. I already can't wait to use it. On the other side, you have a wet bar with a sink, so even though this room would be perfect for a romantic getaway for 2, it also sets up really well for entertaining. The tour continues into the living room area. This room is all one cohesive, continuous space, but it is broken down into very individualized areas. This is the living room. There is a beautiful burgundy couch here, L-shaped, that would seat at least 7 people comfortably. Green throw pillows, a coffee table the size of Rhode Island. There's another leather club chair, so you could seat 8 in this area perfectly. And there's also a huge, probably about a 65 inch TV in this area. Don't worry, you don't have to watch it from the bed. The bedroom has its own TV as well. Now, who's going to work in a room like this? Well, probably nobody, but if you do need to get some work done, there's a very neat little writing desk over here by the window, right in front of the window. This is a mountain view. I don't even need a strip view when I had a sunset like I had tonight. Over here, something that's pretty cool. You've already seen it. Let's go there next. If you thought you were going to get a bathtub scene, well, you're in luck. Here it is. Sometimes it's best to just leave a little bit to the imagination. but this tub is awesome. It sits out in your room between the living room and the bedroom. You can see either TV, and this thing would easily fit 2 people. I'm a big guy, and this thing engulfs me with no problem whatsoever. Imagine laying right here with a glass of wine and music playing on either one of your TVs. This is luxury right here. Before we take this room tour into the bedroom, can we talk about this decor? This is absolutely fabulous. I love the decor in here. From the wall art, to the doorknobs, to the fixtures, to the furniture, everything is on point in here. And I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but this is probably the cleanest hotel room I've been in quite some time. The room tour continues into the bedroom, which again is open to the rest of the suite, but it's distinct and I love it. The decor is the same. You've got this green velvet bench at the foot of the bed, a beautiful wood-framed leather-wrapped headboard, 2 nightstands, 1 on each side of the bed. They're circular, they're marble-topped. I love this bedroom area. And oh, I already mentioned you have a separate humongous TV just for this side of the room. The decor of this suite extends right into the bathroom, and I love it just as much. Over to my right is a single sinked furniture style vanity that looks like a Victorian era antique. And on the other side, there's a makeup vanity that fits the bill as well. There are super cool wall sconces above the makeup vanity. The chair even looks like a Victorian antique. And by the way, the wall art is on point even in the bathroom. Behind me is a stand-up shower, and over to the side is the toilet area. It's not a private water closet, but it sits off far enough that I don't think it'll be a problem. This bathroom, even though not as large as some of the other suites on the Strip, is really impressive. So there's your room tour. I don't know if you could tell, but I couldn't be more impressed with this suite. Full disclosure, I paid for this hotel room. I pay for all my hotel rooms out of my own pocket. I did book it through MGM Rewards, but it was not a comped room whatsoever. All of the hotel reviews you find on this channel are completely impartial in that way. Hey, back to the video in just a second, but I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, and that's Plannin'. I mentioned I always pay for my own hotel rooms, and that means I'm always looking for a great deal. And Plannin' has those deals. You've heard me talk about it in the past, but it's a travel booking website based on the principle of connecting content creators like this channel with travelers like you to help us share our recommendations and to help you save money on them. Using Plannin', you're going to save up to 40% on hotels worldwide, sometimes even more. We've saved hundreds of dollars with it in Las Vegas so far, and we also use it to book hotels elsewhere. In addition to hotel rooms, you can also book experiences like tours, excursions, show tickets, and more. All you have to do to use Plannin' is sign up for a totally free account, use the link in the description box down below, or scan the QR code on the screen right now. That's going to link you with our channel and help us bring you more content like this video right here. It is 100% legit. Join more than 1,000 people following our page on Plannin' so you can get our recommendations and, like I said, save tons of money. Get out there and check out Plannin' today and start saving. All right, back to the video. This was the first place Ashton and I ever stayed at together in Las Vegas. That was in 2013, back when it was the Monte Carlo. All that really means is that it's going to be easy for me to show you around this hotel because I love Park MGM. That said, let's go downstairs and see what there is to eat, see, and do at the Monte Carlo / Nomad in 2025. All right, that's going to have to wait for just a minute. I do need to let my camera charge up a little bit. No worries, I don't want to leave this room anyway. I did turn on the TV, and you know what's on? Forrest Gump. I'll always watch me some Forrest Gump. He's even about to get to the scene that I think is the perfect quote for Las Vegas, and this is what I'm going to be like when I get ready to head to the airport tomorrow morning.
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
First things first, something you definitely need to know about NoMad Las Vegas. It's probably not going to be known as that very much longer. Last year, Hilton Resorts purchased the NoMad brand, but they excluded this location from the transaction, which means MGM Resorts is probably going to have to change the name of this hotel, probably even this year. Will they change anything else about it? Who knows? But let me show you around the NoMad specific portions of Park MGM. So if staying at NoMad, you're going to enjoy the Park MGM casino floor, but the NoMad casino is really just a high-limit lounge, but it is decked out in that NoMad style. This is the NoMad wing, if you will, of Park MGM. Let me show you a couple of points of interest down here that are NoMad specific. Right down at the end of this hallway is the NoMad bar. It's closed tonight. This is a Sunday night, but this is a great place to grab a cocktail if it's open. Right across from that is a restaurant known as the NoMad Library. That is a phenomenal place to eat as well. Well, that was a bust. Unfortunately, I couldn't get in either one of those to film. We've been to both. They're awesome. NoMad Library used to be known as NoMad Restaurant. We ate there a few years back. All right, let's get into the Park MGM casino and show you around. The first thing you need to know about the Park MGM casino is that it is the only smoke-free, entirely smoke-free casino floor on the Las Vegas Strip, and you can smell the difference from the second you step into this property. It's awesome. As a non-smoker, I love this. If you're a non-smoker, you will absolutely appreciate this as well. Dolby Live is one of the premier concert venues in Las Vegas, and it's attached to Park MGM. I'll try to show you the outside entrance too, but when there's an event, you can enter right here off the casino floor. I've got a different plan for dinner tonight, but this is one of my favorite restaurants, La La Noodle. This is an Asian restaurant right on the casino floor. We love this place, and if my plans fall through, I might just find myself right back over here. All right, no discussion of Park MGM would be complete without talking about Italy. This is the giant Italian marketplace that fronts the strip here at Park MGM. This place is super cool. It's an Italian marketplace. You can get pizza, pasta, cured meats, wines, either to dine in or to go. It's pretty cool. Let's go take a look. Ashton and I absolutely love this little wine bar right here. It's located just off the casino floor. You can also order food at this bar. It comes from the Italian restaurant next door. Bartender's super friendly. This is a great place to unwind here at Park MGM. This is relatively new. It's right inside the strip. It's called Italy Bar. It's kind of like a bigger version of the wine bar I just showed you a couple minutes ago. Mama Rabbit is a tequila and mezcal bar, and I think it's a little bit underutilized. This is right next to Best Friend, and it's a really cool space. Only open on the weekends, though, so on this Sunday evening, doesn't count. This is kind of really a weeknight. On the Record is the nightclub here at Park MGM. It's a little more lounge-like than a nightclub, but it's upstairs from the casino floor. A very cool vibe. They even have an outdoor patio up there. And there's also a little speakeasy within On the Record. Super cool place to go if you ever have a chance to. The sports book here at Park MGM has been transformed from the Monte Carlo days. It's now a BetMGM sports book that's more of just a little betting desk. But beyond this betting desk, you're going to find a really cool sports bar, which is kind of the de facto sports viewing area here at Park MGM. Let's go have a look. Attached to that sports bar, you're going to find the Side Betty Grill. This is open 24 hours. You're going to get burgers, chicken tenders, onion rings, french fries, that sort of thing. Again, open 24 hours, so this is a great spot to know about if you're here at Park MGM. Right on the casino floor, you're going to find Juniper Cocktail Lounge. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is one of our favorite lounges in Vegas. Specializing in gin, they have a huge selection of gin. But don't be worried if you're not a gin fan. You'll be able to find any kind of cocktail here. If you're looking for fine dining here at Park MGM, it's right here. This is Bavette Steakhouse. It's a Chicago classic. We ate here a couple of years ago, and we're a little bit underwhelmed because we had a mixed experience. The steak was fantastic. Either way, we would try it again because it is very highly regarded. Something that's relatively new here is this. It's called the Chef Truck. It's a food truck actually inside the building. This is pretty cool. It's by Roy Choi, and it's right near the main lobby. They do have a Starbucks just off the main Park MGM lobby. Pro tip, this one does accept mobile orders, so even though the line gets pretty long here in the mornings, use the app. You'll save a ton of time, and you can thank me later. NoMad does have its own pool area, and unfortunately, I regret that I'm not going to be able to show it to you because I have to leave too early tomorrow. I do believe it is open in the wintertime, but you can also use the pools here at Park MGM, and they also keep at least one pool open in the wintertime. Here's the entrance. It's just near the connecting walkway that goes to Aria. One unfortunate casualty of the Park MGM transition over from Monte Carlo was the loss of the Street of Dreams. This walkway that connects Park MGM to Aria used to be a shopping and dining district known as the Street of Dreams. Most notably, it had the pub at the Monte Carlo, one of our favorite places. It's no longer here. RIP to the pub. Again, I'm biased because I have a soft spot for Park MGM, but you want to see an underrated lobby in Las Vegas? I'll take you to it. Right in this underrated lobby here at Park MGM is Primrose, a great breakfast spot. Breakfast or brunch, indoor, outdoor seating, weather permitting. If you're staying at either NoMad or Park MGM and you need a ride share, Uber or Lyft, you come to the back side of the lobby right here. This is where your pickup's going to be. It's right next to the entrance to the parking garage. Of course, if you're staying at NoMad or Park MGM, one of your great benefits is easy access to T-Mobile Arena. It's right here on Toshiba Plaza, which sits right outside the main valet. All right, all this touring and this long, exhausting trip has me hungry. I'm gonna go try out a place that I can't believe I've never had before. As a fan of all things Asian food, it's shocking I haven't been here yet. Pardon the background noise. I got inside Best Friend. I can't believe I've never come here before. This is essentially a Korean-Mexican fusion restaurant. It's right here on the casino floor at Park MGM, and it's super cool. I got a seat inside the front bar, if you will, and it's kind of styled like a Korean marketplace. It's really cool in here. I've already got a cocktail. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm also going to go with the chef menu, but let me show you the menu overall. If you've watched the channel very long, you know I am known for girly cocktails, and why would I change now? I went with the watermelon cocktail. Let me show it to you. Looks about right, fits the bill. This is tequila blanco, lime, and watermelon juice, fresh watermelon juice. It looks refreshing. Let's find out. That is right up my alley. It's got some tahini in there as well, so there's a little bit of spice. That's fantastic. All right, food's coming out fast and furious. The banchan has arrived. Also, the kogi taco and the slippery shrimp. This is going to wind up being a lot of food. Well, that was fantastic. Just left best friend absolutely stuffed. To quote Guy Fieri, that was righteous. The chef menu for $75 a person was an insane amount of food. I'm leaving with leftovers that I'm not really going to have the chance to eat later on, but I felt bad leaving it, so I took it with me. Alright, I'm going back up to the room to drop off my camera. This is the last night of my trip. I'm going to play a little bit tonight, and I might not even see you guys in the morning because it's going to be way too early. I might have to finish up this video all the way back home here in a few days. Good morning. It's 4:47 a.m. Let me show you what you do in this room when you've got to leave the hotel at 5 a.m. to go to the airport. It's very simple. You down yourself a complimentary triple shot of espresso before you leave the room. Oh, that's good. I'll see you guys at home. Alright, I am back home. Don't let the clever green screen fool you. I'm home. I'm not in the room anymore. And it's time to go over my overall thoughts about staying at NoMad in 2025. Overall, I absolutely love the hotel. I hope nothing changes there in the coming year because, as I mentioned during the video, Hilton did purchase the NoMad brand and they excluded this property from the sale. So MGM Resorts apparently is going to have to change the name of this hotel at some point. Will they change anything else? I hope not. The rooms are not due for a remodel, so hopefully they keep it as is and just change the name. MGM Resorts has always operated a hotel within a hotel at Park MGM, formerly the Monte Carlo. It was Hotel 32 before it was NoMad. Hopefully they just go back to that name or choose a new name that fits the theme and leave everything else the same. Alright, let's go over the pros and cons of staying at NoMad in 2025. Here they are according to me. Pro number one has got to be the style. I absolutely love the decor and the theming, turning it into a little bit of a respite from the average Vegas hotel experience. Now clearly this is very subjective, and if you don't like that style, you might not like the hotel at all, but I absolutely love it. I think I said it about 27 times during the video. Pro number two, to me, the rooms are phenomenal. I mentioned the decor, but not only that, they're extremely comfortable, they're clean, and they're in great repair. So many hotels on the Strip, even the nicer ones, tend to get pretty beat up. They have not allowed that to happen at NoMad. Every room I've ever seen there has been in great shape, and this room was no exception. Pro number three, and I'm leaning on prior experience on this one because I didn't have too many interactions in my short stay, but the service at NoMad is top-notch. It is on par generally with what you're going to find at Wynn and Encore. It's that good. I only had one experience, and that was to go get physical room keys at the front desk. I checked in with the MGM app. A lot of times I don't like that digital key. I wanted an actual key in my pocket, so I went down there. Perfectly pleasant. There's almost never a line because they have their own dedicated desk. And here's a pro tip, they frequently have cookies or macarons, something to snack on at the front desk. Nice little perk if you do have to go down there. Alright, let's talk cons. No place is perfect. There are some. Number one is the cost. And not specifically the dollars and cents, but the value received. NoMad is expensive. Now my room rate on a Sunday night was just $245 for a suite, which is a great deal. But that's about as cheap as you're ever going to find it. As a matter of fact, on the weekends, sometimes it can get extremely expensive. You're rarely going to find a base room at NoMad for less than $400 on the weekends, and it can go much higher. Looking at their rate calendars after I got home and comparing it to Wynn and Encore, there are a lot of times when you can get an Encore suite for about the same price you get a standard room for at NoMad, and that doesn't quite line up to the experience. I mentioned I love the experience overall, but I don't think it meets that Wynn level of quality, and therefore it shouldn't really be in that same price range. The other con, I think, for you if you're considering booking NoMad this year is the uncertainty as to what's going to happen with the property. They have been extremely tight-lipped about what they're doing with the rebrand. So if you're looking to book this hotel in the next 3 to 6 months, you might not exactly know what you're going to get. I think it's going to be a name change. I don't think they're going to do a lot of renovations because, quite frankly, they don't need them. I think they would be foolish to change anything about the hotel except for the name if they have to. But because we've had no news about that in over a year, who knows what's going to happen with this property, and you might just want to wait until you know for sure. All that said, otherwise, would I recommend booking at NoMad? Absolutely. It's one of my favorites on the Strip, and it helps that I'm a Park MGM fan as well. Hey, that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, while you're doing that, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It helps the channel out tremendously. Leave a comment. Have you stayed at NoMad? Are you thinking about staying at NoMad? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. I always read the comments. Also, turn on that notification bell so you get notified anytime we release new content. There's a lot on tap this spring and summer here on Show Me Vegas. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you in that next video because there's always more for us to show you on Show Me Vegas.